Have you ever wondered about the true extent of your right to express dissent? We often hear about the fundamental freedom to protest. But what exactly are the boundaries? When does passionate advocacy cross the line into something legally problematic? Yes, protest conduct can absolutely be considered unlawful. While the First Amendment to the United States Constitution broadly protects free speech and the right of the people peaceably to assemble, these fundamental rights are not without limitations. The protection offered by the First Amendment is significant, but it does not grant an unfettered license to engage in any and all forms of conduct in the name of protest. Understanding these distinctions is crucial. The core mechanism behind these limitations involves a careful balancing act. The government has a legitimate interest in maintaining public order, ensuring public safety, and protecting the rights and property of others. Therefore, the Supreme Court has long recognized that expressive conduct can be subjected to reasonable, time, place, and manner restrictions. These restrictions must be content neutral, meaning they cannot target the message itself. They must also be narrowly tailored to serve a significant government interest, and they must leave open ample alternative channels for communication. For example, a protest cannot lawfully block emergency services, or physically damage private property, or directly incite violence that is both imminent and likely to occur. These actions move beyond protected speech into conduct that the law can prohibit and penalize. To ensure your participation in a protest remains lawful, it is important to avoid certain actions. For instance, do not engage in acts of physical violence against individuals or property. Destruction of public or private property, even symbolic, is generally not protected and can lead to criminal charges. You should also refrain from trespassing on private property or areas not designated for public access, especially after being warned to leave. Disobeying lawful police orders, particularly those related to dispersing an unlawful assembly or maintaining public safety, can also convert otherwise protected conduct into an unlawful act. Planning ahead and knowing the permitted areas for assembly can help you stay within legal bounds. A key concept here is the imminent lawless action test, which stems from the landmark Supreme Court case Brandenburg v. Ohio. This test dictates that speech can only be prohibited if it is directed to inciting or producing imminent lawless action and is likely to incite or produce such action. This means abstract advocacy of violence or strong criticism of the government is generally protected. However, speech that directly and immediately incites people to engage in illegal acts, like burning down a building right now, falls outside this protection. Similarly, while expressing your views is protected, physically blocking a public road or entrance without a permit, or physically obstructing others, is usually considered a violation of traffic or public order laws, not protected speech. By carefully understanding the distinction between protected expressive conduct and unlawful actions, you empower yourself to advocate effectively and responsibly. Knowing these boundaries allows you to maximize your impact as a participant in public discourse, ensuring your message resonates strongly within the framework of the law, and that your actions contribute positively to the conversation without unintended legal repercussions. It helps you assert your rights while respecting the legal framework that safeguards everyone.